Good morning, everyone. If everyone can take their seats. My name's Tony Garvey. I'm here to perform a welcome to country. First of all, I'd just like to thank Governments Institute for inviting us here today. It's very important for the future of our people. Thank you, Angel, and everyone else that was involved in making this happen today. My connection to the Wurundjeri tribe is I'm from the Wandin family. The Wandin family are the direct line to the Wurundjeri family out at Corranderk, out at Healesville. My great-grandfather was the last Nurrungita, so Nurrungita means the last head tribesman living on the lands out at Corranderk after King Barak passed. My granny Jemima was last to die on the mission 2 days prior to colonisation and the mission being taken over and closed. The mission was closed in 1926. The Wurundjeri people were also a part of the Kulin Nation, so Kulin means man. In the Kulin Nation we had the 5 language groups. We had the Wadawurrung to the west, the Coorong, who were the westerly neighbours to the Wadawurrung, Tanarong to the northeast, Bunurong to the southwest, and the Wurrung of the Wurundjeri territory that we stand on here today. The Wurundjeri lies within the cities of Melbourne. It extends from the mountains of the Great Dividing Range, south to the Yarra River, west to the Werribee River, and east to Mount Baw Baw. The Wurundjeri people, they have a social totem. It is Bunjil the eagle. Bunjil represents spiritual powers throughout many parts of Australia. Bunjil taught all the laws about life, behaviour and ceremonies to make sure that our culture would continue for all walks of life throughout Australia. So Bunjil was referred to as the creator of mankind. Bunjil created great people from the land, and that is why we call the land our mother, or the mother of creation. Never can the land be taken away. The land will always belong to Aboriginal people. As we're part of the land and the land is part of us. Our story is similar to yours. Yours is by your chosen faith, ours is by the dream time. We both have creators and beliefs, and ours is Bunjil. It is a traditional custom of the Australian Aboriginal communities to be asked and to give permission for people to enter their land. And today you have now joined with me to honour the spirits of my ancestors, past, present and emerging, who have nurtured this land for over 80,000 years, and we, as the traditional owners of the land, offer a heartily welcome to the land and hope that together as citizens of this beautiful country, we can build, develop and unite stronger nations for all people. And I'll just close off in my Wurrung language, which is Wurminjaka, Wandun, Wurundjeri, Balak, Yemen, Kumibik, which means you're most welcome to the land of the Wurundjeri people. Thank you very much for inviting me here today. Have a great day. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pauline Vamos, President and Chair, Governance Institute of Australia.
Good morning and welcome, and thank you, Tony, for that wonderful welcome to country. And I pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. I am absolutely delighted to welcome you to Governance Institute's 39th annual conference. Welcome to those here at the Convention Centre in Melbourne. Isn't it wonderful to be face-to-face and see people in 3D? We can't recognise some of you because we haven't seen you in 3D for a long time. But I also welcome those of you joining virtually across Australia. Before I go further, I wish to acknowledge the contribution of late Queen Elizabeth II. Her Majesty was a patron of Chartered Governance Institute, and CGI posted the following tribute on their website. During her reign of 70 years, the Queen was an inspiration to our members and personified all facets of good governance following in her father's footsteps, King George VI. As a global governance community, we will mourn Her Majesty's passing and are humbled and grateful by her support. The Governance Institute shares in that tribute. The theme of the conference is modern philosophies and how they affect governance and risk management practice. Put another way, how does the current fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence impact us all as governance and risk professionals today? I think the program on offer over the next 2 days will enable us all to arrive at an answer. With the macro trends we face, the clear and present danger of climate change risk, and escalating cyber battles, the need for effective governance has never been greater, and the need for governance professionals has never been greater. Because ultimately, governance is about accountability, and good governance does not come easy. In recognition of this, the Board of Governance Institute, with Megan and her team, are focused more than ever on ensuring governance is recognised as a true profession. When I say governance, of course, I include risk. They just cannot be separated. You will start to see changes where Governance Institute takes on the mantle of a recognised professional body. This is our point of difference. We will continue to advocate that company secretaries be qualified as a prerequisite for large-scale entities and ASX-listed companies. Our education through a newly established academy will be best of breed and deliver micro-credentialing as well as pathways to full accreditation. We will also continue to embrace our negotiations with CGI to modernise minimum entry levels for fellowship without diluting the brand, as we recognise that for many of you, a global qualification is needed and provides real value. We recently conducted a member survey. Our most senior and experienced members told us they want more in the way of focused development for their level. The majority of you want to ensure your skills and knowledge stay relevant, and you really like our tools and templates. We are about making you job ready. I'm confident that we can deliver on your needs, not only because we have an exceptional team, but also with the recent sale of our floor in 5 Hunter Street, we will apply a strategically limited allocation of monies to quickly move the dial in our education and membership areas. Please be assured the bulk of the funds will be invested prudently for the longer term, with the income derived earmarked for other strategic initiatives. In relation to advocacy, our focus will be on supporting the profession, lobbying hard for regulation that enables better governance at all society levels, as well as highlighting governance gaps through evidence-based research. And you will see our newly purchased Ethics Index at the heart of this advocacy strategy. A focus of our current messaging is based on our recent thought leadership reports. And in our view, the recruitment for boards is broken. We need more diversity in all its forms and greater interrogation by organisations as to whether their governance is fit for purpose going forward. This means boards must be more proactive and start to look outside the usual skills and experience. For example, it beggars belief that companies continually say that their most valuable asset is their people. Yet our research shows that few boards have skills in human resource management and human behaviour amongst them. A diverse board is better for business, and it's more reflective of the communities the business is operating in. As chair, I obtain real-time member lens through our state councils, who provide valuable feedback. I do encourage you all to reach out to your local committees, and if you have any comments, concerns and suggestions about our strategic approach, please let it be known to them. I also want to take this opportunity to recognise our board, the Education Committee, which is made up of a number of members, as well as our various working policy committees. The level of passion and the quality and extent of volunteer contribution across Governance Institute is really quite remarkable. I have never seen it at this level in any other organisation. Thank you. It is really quite inspiring. It's going to be a big couple of days, and I urge you all to soak it up and relish this opportunity for learning, networking, and information sharing. And of course, we could not be here without the support of our sponsors: Diligent, LexisNexis, NASDAQ, CAMS, Computershare, Convene, Azarada, Drawbridge, Grosvenor Performance Group. All sponsors have been very generous, so please support them by visiting them in the exhibition area. I hope everyone has a wonderful National Conference experience. Thank you.